What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and welcome back to our Franks campaign on Total War Attila. If you are enjoying the series, make sure to leave a like. If you're not, make sure to leave a dislike. I appreciate all your feedback. And last time we left off, well, we were able to snag a territory, I believe from the Picts, because they lost it to a rebellion. I'm honestly kind of hoping that we can do the same thing with the Swabians. But we are raiding the Swabians, hoping to make them angry with us, because I would much rather people declare war on us that we have treaties with before we declare war on them. We did beat back some rebellions. It does look like a majority of our places are stabilizing. We're gonna kind of go back and forth with this army a bit, from raiding and then protecting our settlement from rebellions. But everybody else, well, these two provinces are stable, and then with this army in here, I'm hoping that you guys can bring some stability. We are finally getting some more growth, which is fantastic. We're gonna need a farm in here. We gotta start pushing out some food, so that way we can push out public order and hopefully more growth. And then, once we kind of get to a point where we can't do more buildings, because we don't have the space, we don't have the research, we don't have the money, I think we are going to start building up this second army. Because if we do go to war with the Swabians, well, it's going to be a messy, bloody battle against not only the Swabians, but the Alamans and Septimania as well. Thankfully, Septimania is not too strong. They just have one settlement. Strength rank 23, but the Alamans are strength rank 15 with 4 settlements. But I feel like in our current position, going to war with the Swabians would probably be the best for us. We could complete this province. Going to war with the Alamans, we can complete this province. We can start getting some of Germania. We can start getting some more of Aquitania. Get a good amount of Liguria and Attila with our continued war against the Western Roman Empire. And then we should be in a pretty good position to maybe go to war with the Saxons and the Angles. But one thing that we've been keeping in mind this whole time in this campaign is that we don't want to push too far east and be pushed up against the Huns, which is why we never started expanding east in the first place and went instantly to war with the Roman Empire and started moving south. So if we could keep our momentum going that way, take these 5 territories right here, another 2 right here, that's 7, 8, 9. I feel like we're not in a horrible spot when the Huns eventually come to power, and I hope that they continue to rampage through Rome and not our territories. But without further ado, I think it is finally time to end the turn. So I will be quiet now and let these events unfold. We do have a governor. We are going to want some additional tax rate would be nice. It's only 6 additional income at the moment, but if we can continue to build this province, that will be nice. And then we'll head towards our authority to get some more public order going. Whew, that was a mouthful of an intro. No defensive alliance with you, because we might go to war with the Angles at some point. And I don't want you to drag me into any wars that I do not want to be a part of. Like against the Gates up here, who have 3.5 stacks just sitting in their only territory. Because somehow they can afford that. I don't know how this game works, but that's what very hard difficulty gets you, I guess. Kind of vibing to this music right now. I don't know if you guys can really hear it. I did turn down music volume, because at points it can be very loud, especially in the dawnless days, or like when I do my first episodes. The music is always so loud. And then it's times like this, where it's like, man, I wish it was louder. We do have a noble birth, 2 more noble births. Our family tree is growing. Alamans converted to Latin Christianity, which is not going to help the spread of our religion. So that is a bummer, I will say that. Alright, how are the Swabians feeling after us raiding their territory and stuff? Raiding and blockading minus 15. That's going to keep going down. We are trespassing. So yeah, they're not going to like us pretty soon. Septimania already doesn't like us. They're going down. A lot of people don't like our treaties with the Swabians, so honestly, this will make a lot of people happy. Oh, they stabilized their public order. We need more Germanic paganism so that this price keeps going down. We are getting our religion spread. I haven't tried converting my religion on a run yet. We don't need sanitation, so I am going to go for the farm. Because with that food, you should be able to get an upgrade here. That would give us +2 growth. This would only give us +1, but that's going to start adding squalor. We don't want squalor. We can get a decent amount of recruitment from Belgica, which is pretty solid. Cool. Your current sanitation is 3. We could get this upgraded as long as we know we have the food for it. Getting your sanitation increased wouldn't hurt. We don't need the growth. Immigration should go down now, right? Because we're not... Why is this going down? There must be another hidden religion somewhere that we haven't discovered yet in this province. But yeah, I would think immigration is going down due to us being maximum growth. I would assume. Feel like that would make sense. We're upgrading our woodcutters. I think I am going to upgrade this building, upgrade this village. Spend our money there. We kind of have to wait for this. That's going to take how many turns? 4? So we could get this now. Get some increased public order. And then we got to start investing over here. Although, there's not much we can do. Can either go for wealth or more food. How much is raiding making us? Can we see that here? It just says other. For some reason, it doesn't show here. Can't quite tell how much we're making from raiding. But again, like, we're kind of just going through turns, building up our economy until we can afford another army. And realistically, just kind of wait for somebody to attack us.
Ready for battle.
I mean, we could start trespassing and taking... I mean, my goodness. Rome doesn't even have any territories over here anymore. It's getting kind of out of hand. Rome is getting slaughtered. But if we could stack up a nice treasury, could really push out some decent forces even if we have to go negative income or very low income for a little while. Which would help us in our push to expand when we get to that point. We are probably getting close to the point where we want to start building up that second force. I feel like this campaign is going... It's probably the slowest campaign we've had so far in Total War. Just playing patient. This is going to eat up 1530 food. So we'll be down to 91. We can hit the squalor from this, and this will help out growth even further. I think I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that as well. And then we'll probably hold off on building any more buildings until we either get the research or the growth. Growth factors is a 1. Could always boost these sanitation buildings. Could boost these farms, but that squalor is going to start taking hits. We only have 1 sanitation here. You're gonna be down to 2 sanitation, so we could get that. That'll unlock the crossbows, but that'll probably be the last building we can build until we get growth. And then we need to convert this. Meridians and Burgundians made peace. Construction costs for religious buildings. Flaccid. Yeah, our family tree is certainly growing. In terms of objectives... we still need, yeah, you need to gather support or something, which I really don't want to do. I don't want to increase this further, but I'll do it. You should probably secure loyalty if possible. I might have you embezzle funds. You can finally take another position. And then we can get you into the companion slot. And end another turn. A little extra money from embezzling funds can't hurt, and plus I know it's an achievement to embezzle, what I think is like up to 10,000 funds, so... There are still quite a few achievements I need for Attila. I actually have a majority of Warhammer 3 achievements done. There's only a couple more... I mean, there's still quite a few more factions I need to complete a very hard campaign on. But other than that, I basically have all of the Warhammer 3 achievements done. The Total War grind has always been real for me. It's always been real. One of my favorite games of all time. +6 control, 523 funds, office secured, and the builder perk. You are gonna rebel in 2 turns. We said we were gonna get this going. Might as well get the sanitation going. Although we really don't need to, so I think I'm gonna pass on that. And then the last step is to get you converted.
Warriors all!
So what I am tempted to do here, honestly, is now that we've invested into all these buildings, I'm tempted to...
For battle.
Oh yeah, Noble Germanic Swordsman. Wow, only 30 melee attack. Your melee defense is solid, though. Your health is superior. Armor, additional 20. Looks like you do have, like, a shield wall. Okay. Let's get a slinger. Let's get 2 cav at least. Let's get 1 more spear.
It's a good life.
And let's get a noble Germanic swordsman.
Good fighters.
Maybe not the Germanics. How many Germanic swordsmen are we gonna want? Probably at least 4, right?
There is no finer.
Get another spear.
Are you ready to do your duty to
Let's
the
go for the
tribe?
cheapest unit right now. Which is going to be a slinger. Those Jav are crazy expensive.
Fight with us.
Alright, let's go ahead and get those going.
Warriors all.
We'll probably get 2, maybe 3 cav. We'll probably get at least 2 javelins. I wouldn't mind having some pikes in here. So we'll start building that army up. This army could obviously use some upgrades. We are currently getting increased wealth from cultural buildings, and that should give us the next tier for our public order buildings. Yeah, I'll open up like the meat hall. Where do we get increased sanitation? Of course. Of course. It would be where we have to spend money. Although this would be nice. Sanitation from all regions. Campaign movement range, all forces. Recruitment costs. We do really need to start going military here shortly. Especially if we're going to start preparing for war. You guys are back down to negative income. My goal is to build up this force and have you start raiding here. So you'll take the double raiding penalty. And then you guys can be close enough to protect our settlements when needed. Wonder what kind of mercenaries we can get. A lot. Could get some archers. Mercenaries are just so expensive. It's kind of like emergency situation. Let's end another turn. See what we got. Lazica is destroyed. It's one of our enemies down. Mission failed, that's fine. Rebellion imminent in this province. I think I'm gonna let that... actually, if that rebellion spawns, they might go straight in.
Ready for battle. Call this a garrison?
But that'll stabilize you, which I don't really want. I'd rather have the rebellion pop off.
Ready for orders.
Let that rebellion build up a little bit. Let's go ahead and get a cavalry unit first.
Fight for us, lads.
Or let's get another spear.
Fight with
They're the
us.
cheapest.
It's a good life.
Then you'll have a 12 stack next turn. We could upgrade our woodcutter again. Suppose that can't really hurt. You're gonna get the public order, which honestly should stabilize you guys. You are a far ways away. Our culture's still going up. I would assume this is what you guys mean by culture, our religion. When saying that that would make this cheaper. We end another turn. We are stacking up some solid cash though. This is a governor. Public order would be solid. None of this is gonna help. I mean, we get morale. But let's go for that minus corruption. And let's try and open up this. 1, 2... In 3 levels, we should be able to get our first point in here. So we should be able to max that out, no problem. Alright, let's wait for this rebellion. Let's see how bad our income tanks. We'll probably be down to like 5,500 after recruiting those troops, maybe less. But letting this rebellion spawn and build up a little bit will allow us to get some nice experience for our force and our general, which will be nice. Another Gaul rebellion. Probably let them build up for 2 or 3 turns. Another noble birth. These guys are popping out children. Yeah, you guys have stabilized.
For the tribe.
So honestly, we might as well just build up a full force here. We want 2 cav,
For us, lads.
2 jav,
To do your duty to
maybe
the
2
tribe.
pikes.
Come, fight for us, lads. Are you ready to do your duty to the tribe?
And another slinger.
Come, fight for us, lads.
Do we want the slinger or do we want a 3rd cavalry unit? Yeah, income dropped to 5,400, but we have a decent amount of money in our treasury. And you guys have stabilized. There's no way we can boost you up again. Although this would just give you public order issues by 1 turn. It would increase our wealth. That's 62 food. This is 58. This would give us the most wealth. But we want food. The problem is that that will eventually drop. So I'd rather go for the more stable long-term food here. That's gonna take... How much food does that increase by? We're at 31 to 58. I don't think that'll be enough for another 30. So you might only just be able to replace this, which will give us more growth, so that's not a bad thing. And then that'll stabilize the public order. So let's get those 2 going instead.
Ready for battle.
Now you can go into the settlement.
Set up a watch.
They're gonna build up that rebellion.
Ready
You're gonna
for
have 2
order.
turns until you're ready, and then you can start raiding this settlement. Everywhere else, we should be good to go. We actually do need... Why didn't I realize that that would give you squalor? You're -4. How do you have 9 squalor? You should only have 4. The heck? Oh, because it's a bad winter. So we actually don't need that building. That's just gonna last for a single turn. Sure, why not? We don't have anything else to spend our money on right now. We also have to keep in mind that we took away our rating income. So our income is gonna go back up once we start doing that again. I might be tempted to get some alliances with the British Isles. At least while I go to war with the Alamans. And the Swabians. Might not be a bad idea. Alamans still like us quite a bit. The Picts are who like us the most. It is dropping though.
Sit, friend, and let us talk.
You won't take anything.
You honor us. There is food enough for...
You guys, there's a lot that you don't like about me.
We will gladly listen to your offers.
You might
but
take
do
non-aggression,
not wrap them
though.
in lies. The spirits know truth.
Well, apparently, Enzo would like to say hi as he knocks off my hat and covers my face. So, say hi, Enzo. Say hello. Alrighty. Well, I don't think we're gonna work any treaties out. But we'll let this rebellion build up for one more turn.
Ready for battle.
You need one more turn, and then we'll really start pushing on the Swabians. So at least we'll get one battle from today. Certain battle. Do I risk... Man, it's 300 income.
A flapping tongue that speaks without wisdom is not welcome. Be like a spear and have a point. Ha ha!
I'm gonna end trade with them. Now the elements are gonna drop. Septimania is gonna drop. But yeah, I think we prepare for war now.
Ready for battle.
And hopefully by, well, maybe even by the end of this episode, we'll be at war with them. But next episode should be for sure. Enzo, get out. Now this guy's gonna get behind my desk with all of my cords. What a butthead. Of course, the spray bottle's over there. Don't mess with my cords. What a jerk. Alrighty. Block the promotion. Smooth talker. Religious influence, that's nice.
Warriors all.
Okay, they're up to a 12 stack.
Thirsty for battle.
We honestly could probably get away with them building up a little bit more.
Battle.
But I think I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this fight. Just to be safe. Since they do have heavily armored units, they have a lot of cav. So we're gonna struggle to flank around them with our own cav. They are gonna camp in the corner of the map. Archers behind our spears.
Warriors eager for blood.
Kind of want to keep you guys back a little bit to encourage them to engage
Horsemen. Noble.
with our spears.
Aye. The enemy should know when the odds are hopeless. The enemy has been spotted.
Well, enjoy our forces marching up. while I be right back to get the spray bottle. BRB.
Look!
He started getting a little
banners.
too crazy
Our
under there.
reinforcements arrive!
Okay, we do have some reinforcements coming from here. We're probably not going to get much use of them, but... they are kind of taking the hill on us, which is a good choice by them. But what they are doing is leaving their catapults vulnerable to our cav.
Freeman! Scrappers, ready!
Try and tuck a little bit.
Freeman! Warriors, move out! Men of the men!
Phalanx.
Freeman! Ah!
Okay. They are gonna flank all the way around.
Men of Germania! Freeman!
Okay, they're going into our spears, which is great. You guys are all gonna charge here.
Freeman! Ready!
Hoping you guys can have what it takes. Okay, we hit their catapults.
Missile warriors!
We are wrecking a majority of their cav.
Freeman! Deadly missiles ready!
I kind of want you guys to focus their infantry here. Let's take out their ranged troops.
Missile warriors!
Actually, if you can, take out their general.
Set them alight!
They are trying to cycle charge us, but it's not working out too well for them.
Warriors of Germania! Men of Germania! We're being ambushed! Freeman!
Freemen are starting to break, but as long as we don't lose any full units, I'm fine.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
I think we're still in an okay position.
Deadly missiles ready. Salian lancers.
Okay, let's pull you guys back. Let's eat up those archers.
The enemy have rallied their units.
They should have another cav over here somewhere.
Our forces have found their courage. Their general has fallen. Our victory grows ever nearer.
Alright, it's time to start surrounding these troops.
Kill, kill, kill.
Oh no. We lost those freemen. That's kind of a shame. They got one more charge off on us.
A glorious victory will soon be yours. Deadly missiles ready. Understood.
Alright, let's run down who we can. Let these archers fire for a little bit. Okay, I think one freeman went down, and that was it. Which we still probably shouldn't have lost. We should have just held him firm behind the line. We also should have probably put our spears on the flanks, but... all good. One loss happens. kill the captives.
Warriors all!
For the tribe!
I would assume that we can auto-resolve this in protective stance.
Ah! On the move, lads!
Can you get Freeman over here?
Ready for orders! Move out!
Your next command?
You can. Oh, we can get crossbows, though.
Come! Fight for us,
We'll take a
lads.
unit of Freeman, because this force is looking pretty solid.
Thirsty for battle!
You guys are starting to have some negatives, because you still have the military crackdown. Yeah, Latin Christianity starting to spread. And now you guys have negative public order, which is a bummer. Alright, let's get those freemen, and then you can come in here and heal for a little bit. We might as well get you converted now. We have the money for it and don't have much else to spend our money on. And then I don't know if we'll get a third army. We probably should. So maybe go after Uberzers? Uberzes? However the heck you pronounce that. You can take the capital of Germania. You can take Taranum. You might take Octodurum. And then we move on Avaricum and Lugdunum, Vienna, Segusio, Genua, Narbo, Fiorentia? Rome is under siege. Wow. But I think shortly it's time to make our push. Now, we can't declare war on them.
You have the ear of my people. Do not waste words.
Oh.
We are worthy of better.
Actually, we could. We could declare war on them. Apparently Enzo just wants to be a butt today. Let's go for authority. I wonder what the progression of the Huns is looking like. Could probably tell by the trail of raised settlements if we look to the east. This guy. He's got the zoomies. Household gained. We have a foreign trespasser. Saxons.
Warriors all! Ready for orders! Ready for battle! Warriors all!
Alright, we're gonna go back to raiding.
Take what you can!
It's gonna give us an okay amount of money.
For the tribe!
You're gonna sit in here and replenish for a little bit.
Ready for battle!
He's gonna drive me crazy! Not really anything else for us to build. Except for an additional army. Integrity would be nice. We'll take this guy. Although maybe we'll take the older dude. No, we'll take the younger guy. Raise an additional force, and
Death in battle, there is no finer ending.
you, my friend, are gonna have some of our higher tier troops. We're gonna get some crossbows in here. We're gonna get some noble Germanic swordsmen, and then we'll probably swap some of this army with yours. But these two armies are gonna push south for us, while you kind of push here and hold. But it would certainly be nice to use you guys to... Like, I'd much rather have the weaker army in this army if they're gonna sit back. Have our higher tier troops in these armies that are gonna be aggressive. You'll kind of be like our stabilizer. You're -5 now? My goodness. We're getting hit with all the bad seasons. Your defensive allies with the angles. Okay. Let's end the turn. You, my friend. Let's get some additional food and minus corruption. Gives you 6 additional gold. Your corruption is at 7.
Warriors all.
I'm hoping by next episode the action will really start popping off. We'll finally get the ball rolling on this campaign. I just wanted to be very careful in the beginning. But I think we've really done a good job at increasing our economy. We're about to build 3 forces, 2 with some pretty solid troops, and make our push of conquests. If the Swabians don't want to declare war on us, I might just try and get their territories to rebel. Let the rebels take their territories, and then take them from the rebels. But I have a feeling these guys will want to declare war on me. For non-mercenary units, recruitment costs for melee. I think we start going through our military.
Thirsty for battle.
I think it's about that time. You guys
Ready
are
for
about to
battle.
start attritioning.
You may as well get settled in, lads.
I'm gonna fortify so that you don't. Let's get another crossbow unit in here.
Duty to the tribe. For the tribe.
Start setting up some
Death in
cav.
battle, there is no finer ending.
2 more crossbows.
Come, fight for us, lads. Fight with us. It's a good life.
Maybe 1 more sword.
Come, fight for us,
2
lads.
jav.
Are you ready
and
to
2
do
pikes.
your duty to the tribe?
I'm pretty happy with that army. I feel like maybe we should go for more cav
Ready for order.
in some of these forces. Maybe instead of the pikes, I'll go 4 cav.
In battle, there is no finer ending.
I might do that instead.
Warriors all.
Having a good amount of cav
For
can
the
be
tribe.
super useful. Although
Thirsty for
the
battle.
pikes will be super useful when we go up against like the Huns. That will be nice. are suffering from a bad winter. I'll have to see what year we're on. I feel like we've been blowing through turns these last 2 episodes. We're still only at 406.
Warriors all!
You guys are back up to positive. But we're not raiding.
Ready for battle.
That puts you at 0.
Ready for orders. Getting on our way. Is there
Still at
nothing
minus 10, while you guys are at minus 2.
What you can't
That puts you
steal,
at negative
burn!
3.
For the tribe!
You guys will be set in 3 turns. You're now lazy. That's not gonna help your public order. And we just end another turn. Holy moly! The Alamans are picking up territory, and Septimania took Rome. Attila is fully conquered. Wow. Western Rome has 11 settlements left. We are strength rank 5. Swabians are 4. I gotta assume the Huns are 3? Guess the Huns could be 6. It could be the Sassanids that are 3. But Rome has gotten demolished this time. Eastern Rome seems to be holding strong. For now. But, yeah. Rome is falling. I think if we get this 3rd army built up, ready to take the Alaman's capital, we'll press on the war. I think that's gonna be our move. It just kind of stinks because we still have places struggling with public order. We do need to build up our treasury. Because if we don't, we're not going to be able to invest into these new territories because our income won't be able to take it. You have 2 more turns. You drop down to strength rank 6. We're up to 4. Western Rome just lost 4 regions in a single turn. Septimania holds Ravenna. The Alamans have... Wow. That's crazy. They've expanded all the way out to here. But if we can really catch some momentum in this war, we should steamroll a lot of territory. A lot of territory. We still got a lot of time left. How come we don't have a check mark by this? Like, this should be done. Or we have to do all of these. That doesn't make any sense. Why else would it say 3? We want to keep you as judge. So we do want to start improving your guys's. So you guys can get up to tribal chief and such. Well, I guess you guys are all just governors. Okay, go ahead and take those positions for now.
Ready for orders.
Give this a couple more turns and then we start pushing. You have authority. Start going through these because we want to get that legend. Additional public order will be really helpful in stabilizing your territory. As we prepare for our conquest. As slow as this has been, I think we'll put ourselves in a really good position for these upcoming wars. Huns in the Western Roman Empire. Western Roman Empire is certainly falling. Most definitely. Alright, you guys have a single turn. You guys are positive 3. Nice. Okay, all of you guys have stabilized for the time being. It's just you, which we're gonna pick up another 2 like, we're gonna complete your province. Hopefully in a turn or 2. So I'm not gonna worry about it too much. And I'm hoping all of, like, the Alamans, Septimanias, and the Swabian forces are distracted with the Western Roman Empire. Like, they should take a few turns before they can come down and push us. We're really hoping that's the case. But we will find out shortly. Another noble birth. Saxons and the Huns have gone to war.
Warriors all!
Alright, let's see if we can't see what's going on.
Ready for further orders.
Because now it is time to start moving you guys out.
Thirsty for battle. Your next command? Ready for
You need to make
orders.
sure that you have items. Sure. Armor and morale for commander's unit. Melee damage and Germanic religious influence could be nice. Although I think I'm gonna go for upkeep costs for melee units. Minus armor for that 10 melee attack. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that as well. Because you guys have the cav.
For the try!
Giving you that additional movement speed will be solid. You don't have a very strong garrison. It's nothing crazy. And then we hit Lugdunum and Taranum next turn. Our income is negative. It has officially hit negative. Okay. Let us see if all of their allies want to join in on this war too. Because if not, we should absolutely steamroll the Swabians. But if we go to war with everybody, well, this could be trouble. Could come across some issues. Noble birth. Pay him off. We've encountered the Rugians. Okay, we are in position. Time has come. You've got to be kidding me. And the Abdonians now? Wow. And they all joined.
Have your women bid farewell to their men, for your heads will decorate our standards.
Wow. The Abdonians is tough. The Abdonians is tough. So we need to weaken the Swabians as quickly as possible. Let's go ahead and jump into this battle to start the war. We'll probably call this the Great War. The Great War has begun. Was our war? Of course. Of course. It ruined the entire moment right there. Our moment's ruined. I was gonna hype up this war and everything. Unbelievable. But our war against the Western Roman Empire was anything but great. So this will probably be the Great War of the Franks. Okay. Take 2. Do not crash this time, please.
Men of Germania!
We're just gonna do a full-on swarm push.
Warriors of Germania! Missiles ready! Nobles! Warriors eager for blood! Gods, protect us!
They made this pretty easy.
Scrubbers! The enemy draws near! Men of Germania! The enemy should know when the odds are hopeless. Let them come and taste our iron. That's it, man! Let them have it!
That was the weakest charge I've ever seen.
Alien lancers!
And I think it's because they all got caught by the peasants. Those archers will get wrecked very quickly. You guys got demolished by these jab volleys. And continue to get wrecked.
Orders, move out! Men of Germania! Fire on them!
guys are getting demolished.
Run, curse you! Warriors of Germania!
I mean, we absolutely demolished their infantry, but those jabs tore us up. You guys clumped up too much.
Fighters ready!
But we just need them to break here.
Missiles ready!
Our first victory. 322 kills. Annihilated those guys. We broke a lot of trees there.
Ready for battle!
Yeah, our trustworthiness is unreliable. We're not gonna be able to get any treaties.
Greetings, friend. I have gold for...
You guys are gonna rebel in a single turn.
Warriors all!
You have gained a level. Let's further increase your melee defense for your force. Let's go raiding, sacking, and looting income.
Ready for battle!
You, my friend, are gonna come down here.
The settlement for the tribe! Laying siege to their hovels!
You're only gonna be able to get the one tower,
Let them
but that should be
cower
all you
before
need.
us. For the tribe!
And then we are going to set this up as well.
The settlement for the tribe!
You might want to take some towers and some rams.
Besieging settlement!
Negative 500 income. So we're gonna need to pick up territories. You guys are gonna rebel. And if that rebellion hits here, we could lose our governor there. Which is... It's actually not one of our sons. You own Belgica, and our other son is over here. I mean, if this guy dies, he dies. It will help us hold for a turn.
Ready for orders!
Okay, well, we could potentially pick up 3 new territories. We are gonna need to stabilize this province, which I'm probably gonna need to keep you. We are able to upgrade our warband. Since you have the weaker force, I'm probably gonna need you to stay back and stabilize. While you... I'm gonna need you to push on Vienna. You're also gonna probably have to hold against the Abdonians. They have a full force over there. Who knows what else. Plus, the Picts and Caledonians are gonna hate our guts. Because we just went to war with the Abdonians. Yeah, you're deteriorating down to negative 41. You don't mind it too much. You're minus 15. The Swabians and the Abdonians getting a treaty makes no sense to me. You guys didn't even like each other. Strength rank 14 for the Roman Empire. But that should be where Septimania and the Swabians are, where they have their forces. And I gotta assume that the Alamans have their forces over here. So, we should have some time. We should have some time. So, next episode, we are going to be working on expanding as quickly as we can, while also making sure that we're not losing territories to rebellions, and kind of planning our best course of action. Most definitely, we're going to have to keep this force back to defend our northern territories. You're probably going to have to sit here just to stabilize. And then we're going to have to decide where we want to push next. Avaricum is only going to give us one territory, to where Oxtel Durham, we might want to hit that next and then start pushing Vienna and get Narbonensis. What we need is a fourth force, because now we're at war with all sides. This could be a very messy war, but we will find out next time. As always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.